Ahoy, ahoy! Welcome to another chapter of my 1850s project. I have been at Goodwill, poppin' tags, yeah! I promise I'm never gonna do that again. But I got a bunch of bed sheets. What am I gonna do with a bunch of bed sheets? Well, first I'm gonna make a blouse. So you'd see it called a Garibaldi blouse. It was a new fashionable item in the 1860s. Yes, 1860s, even though I'm working on 1850s, this makes sense in my head. I'll get there when we get there. So this blouse was a new fashionable garment. You could see them in red wool or white cotton. They featured a little standing collar, dropped shoulder, big poofy bishop sleeves, and a loose fit. The reason why I'm making an 1860s blouse to go with my 1850s look, I'm kind of straying more into modern theatrical techniques. I remembered a recent-ish video from Lady Rebecca where she talked about historical undergarment hacks. And she said, oh, well, if you need like a big poofy undersleeve, then you could just make a blouse, why not? And at the time I was like, oh, I appreciate that idea, but that seems like a lot of bulk to be worn under a close-fitting bodice. But then I started thinking, I need the big tie-on poofy undersleeves that you would wear under the flared 1850s sleeves. I need the little collar. I'm gonna want a corset cover. And then by that point, like, that only leaves like here to here with something not under my bodice, so at this point, like, why not? And if it doesn't work and it's too much bulk under my bodice, then I still have a cute blouse. So why not? And now for the truly chaotic part of this. I, very soon, like frightfully soon, because I am not ready, I am going to Alaska. And I want to get my machine sewing, my cutting, get that out of the way as quickly as possible, so I can bring it with me and sit and sew buttonholes while I look at the mountain. And if it sounds absolutely insane to be bringing your sewing project with you on vacation, you don't know me. Because this is very on brand. All right, let's get sewing.
So for the base, I used one of the truly Victorian patterns. I didn't do the darts, and I gathered the bottom and added a waistband and a little bit of extra ease. I serged the raw edges on the arm side and the sleeve heads, and on the others, I did French seams. So that band at the front there is a little bit wide. That was because the only buttons I had were bigger than I remembered them being, but make it work. Tim Gunn style. I wanted the collar to be detachable, so I bound the neck edge with some bias strips, and then the collar I was going to make completely separately and just baste in.
The facing I'm gonna stitch down by hand, so this can be put away for a bit, and I'm gonna work on the sleeves. There's my cat, and the collar I'm gonna be working completely separately. So let's move on with this. All right, this is as far as I'm gonna get on the sleeves. I just did that seam there. So there's a vent. I'm gonna hem by hand. Hello, cat. I'm gonna gather and set it onto the wrist cuff by hand. Do the arm's eye by hand. Hello. And now I'm gonna work on the collar. Oh, there's my cat's butt.
Just a pretty straightforward little collar some lace, and it's again finished separately, put on a little band so it can be basted in and removed and replaced as suits my mood.
So, just to give you an idea, I'm going to step back of where this is going. This is as far as I want to get. The sleeves and the collar are just pinned on because those are going to be sewn in by hand. Yes, these are my dance sashes. I thought that was a nice touch. And I guess I can enjoy looking at this for only a little while because it's ready to get packed up for the Alaskas. So I am at the hotel room in Juneau. This is my first of many stops in Alaska, and this is my first little travel hotel sewing hack, and it starts with a bar of soap. If you do not have tailor's chalk, what you can do is take this bar of soap and a utility knife and cut it down to have a corner. Actually, this bar has really good corners on it already, but you would cut it down so it's a nice little, like an edge that you can draw with. And it doesn't have like a great clean edge, but it's better than nothing at all, and it's soap, so it washes out.
I don't even remember what this is. I think it's the neckband and the collar that I was finishing up. Hey, new room, new hack. I can't really demonstrate as well as I would like because anywhere where I could put the tripod has terrible lighting. This room is like a cave. Anyway, this one, if you find yourself in need of a tailor's ham or a sleeve roll, you probably didn't pack it. Your hotel room probably doesn't have one, but you know what it does have? Towel. Don't leave home without it. You can roll it up and put it in a sleeve, put it in the wherever you would need it. It's not perfect because it's, not as dense, but it does work. So the most important thing here is to go find somewhere beautiful to work on your sleeve cuffs. So for a little while, I did things in kind of a unusual order because my house didn't have an iron and I kept forgetting to go and find one. But, it's okay to do things a little wonky here. We have a saying, there's the right way, the wrong way, and the skag way. And again, going out somewhere beautiful to sew a little lace on my sleeve cuffs. And then I just had to pop in the sleeves, and she is done. So here she is. Oh, there's a mountain. Not gonna lie, I'm not entirely pleased, but they can't all be winners. So obviously I can't try on the whole thing with the whole outfit because it's all in a very different part of this country, so I'm gonna see if I can put together something like cute history-boundish with what little I have here. All right, ignore the cat screaming on the other side of the door. It's been wanting to come in. So we're done. Not gonna lie, I'm not 100% thrilled with it. First of all, the irony is that I made this to function like a corset cover, but you can totally see the black corset under it, so if I wanted to wear it on its own, I'd have to make another corset cover. But yeah, they can't all be winners. So if you want to see more sewing content, there will be a lot more of that coming up. You can like and subscribe. Hopefully there'll be more Alaska, but I don't know. My life is strange right now. I should still be there, but that's all for this one. Bye now.